commence members after that short comfort break, and we're on agenda item 14, questions submitted by Councillor Paul Dowson under Council Procedure Rule 4.10 regarding Pembroke Dock traffic. And I'm call upon the Cabinet Member, Councillor Phil Baker, if he will please read the question and then obviously the appropriate response as well.
Yeah, diolch, Presiding Member, diolch, Councillor Dowson. Quite a long question, so please bear with me. Would the Cabinet Member for Highways and Infrastructure please consider this question as a request for not only a solution to the congestion issues at Londonj Road, Pembroke Dock, but also as a demand for immediate action with an agreed timescale on alleviating the situation? Since the traffic lights at Aldi Junction were installed approximately 2 years ago, traffic flow into the town and out of the town in 3 directions has been acceptable and, quite frankly, an intolerable and unreasonable situation which the people of the town are not willing to tolerate any longer. Our town has been gradually destroyed over the last 20 years by poor planning decisions, neglect, disregard for our proud heritage, less than fair and favourable consideration regarding allocation of public money, and a complete lack of care and respect for our community. Although PCC are not the only authority with a stake in our town, they have the influence and capacity to step in and say no to Welsh Government and to disagree with the Trunk Road Agency. Unfortunately, PCC have opted for weakness and compliance when presented with ridiculous schemes that are of no benefit to the people of Pembroke Dock. On behalf of the town and its people, I am saying that the traffic flow in Pembroke Dock needs to be fixed, and it needs fixing now before the additional problems caused by situating a KFC smack in the middle of the gridlock zone tips the entire situation over the edge. So point 1, will PCC commit to approaching the Trunk Road Agency and immediately to formulate a resolution which has a rapid timescale placed upon it, which actually has a positive measurable result as the outcome? Point 2, will a Cabinet Member responsible for this matter make a solemn promise to the Chamber and the people of Pembroke Dock today, without any vague commitments or escape clauses, that this matter will be immediately actioned and set into motion? This is a huge issue and it affects all of us in many ways. It's not something we will forget about or live with any longer. The current scheme to manage traffic has failed massively. It has to be dealt with now. I will not accept anything other than positive action that puts this right. Right, so in answer, I would like to thank Councillor Dowson for his question, and I really fully appreciate his passion for the town he represents. Officers and I are very aware of the issues that exist at this junction. Welsh Government, in conjunction with Pembrokeshire County Council, have already commissioned a traffic model study for the Pembroke Dock area. On its completion, the findings will be reviewed and consideration to options for future proposal will be taken forward. I've also been in dialogue with the Welsh Government, the South Wales Trunk Road agents, and with our officers to establish if any short-term measures can be considered at the Ferry Lane and Tesco traffic signals to improve the current traffic flows and the congestion in the meantime. Pembrokeshire County Council, as the local authority, has a responsibility to consider the impact of any planning decisions it makes. The redevelopment of the site on Londonj Road, KFC, was consented under the planning application number 20/0230/PA, and detailed consideration has been given to this application. Notwithstanding the above, the authority is currently working with the Trunk Road Agency to improve flows in this location. This includes options to achieve access improvements to the retail park from Londonj Road as part of the Pembroke Dock public transport interchange study, also potentially incorporating a dedicated left turn to the retail park from Londonj Road eastbound, which will address in part the McDonald's queuing. These improvements are being tested in a traffic simulation model at present by our consultants, which covers the whole area, including the coordination between the various junction signals, the retail park, Waterloo roundabout, Ferry Lane signals, etc. In terms of the simulation, future year model of the KFC development will be included in this assessment. In terms of the Ferry Lane junction, there is currently a link between the new signals and Londonj Road signals installed as the part of the Ferry Lane scheme to allow them to communicate. This link only activates under circumstances under heavy traffic flow. However, once the modelling currently under consideration is complete, any enhancement to the link and any opportunities to improve flow will be fully understood and implemented as far as practical. PCC are already in discussions with landowners for the land required to deliver part of these schemes in advance of the proposal considerations. In conclusion, the dialogue with Welsh Government is already occurring. The traffic modelling is approaching completion, and once the conclusions of the modelling are reviewed, short and medium-term solutions can be implemented. Thank you, Presiding Member. It was a lengthy question and a lengthy answer.
Thank you. Councillor Dowson, do you have any supplementary questions to Councillor Baker?
Thank you very much, Councillor Baker.
Not very clear. Sorry, Paul. It's very unclear. We can't really hear you very well.
Sorry.
Can you hear him, Councillor Baker?
No, sorry, Presiding Member. No, it's. I mean, if it assists, Presiding Member, I will happily take a call from Paul tomorrow and deal with any supplementary.
Is that acceptable, Councillor Dowson?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
That's fine. Thank you. Great. Thank you very much.